A file buried for decades has suddenly surfaced, its contents spanning thousands of encrypted pages and terabytes of classified telemetry. Within it lies data tracking an object moving at 78,000 miles per hour, defying conventional orbital predictions. Its trajectory suggests anomalies that even the most sophisticated models cannot explain. Now the world glimpses what NASA never intended for public eyes. A corridor of silence stretches beneath the surface of NASA's sprawling archives, where decades of humanity's most classified observations lie entombed. Dust motes float in shafts of sterile light, settling on shelves stacked with encrypted tapes, mission logs, and cryptic technical manuals. Among these layers, the 3I Atlas file has rested unseen and almost forgotten for more than 30 years. Its existence was whispered only in passing references, acronyms scrawled on margins, footnotes in scientific journals, fragments of telemetry buried in larger data sets. Until now, it remained a shadow in the history of space exploration. The leak, sudden and unprecedented, exposes thousands of pages of high-resolution infrared scans, particle flux measurements, and gravitational data. Each frame paints a portrait of an object that defies classification. Its surface composition hints at both natural and engineered characteristics, mineral lattices that resemble crystalline rock, interspersed with metallic alloys and reflective coatings that suggest artificial design. Observational sequences, painstakingly documented, reveal a peculiar behavior. The object's perihelion shifts faster than current gravitational models predict, tracing arcs through the solar system with an uncanny foresight, as if anticipating forces not yet fully understood. Astrophysicists, planetary scientists, and orbital mechanics specialists are forced to confront a puzzle that challenges fundamental assumptions. Models cannot replicate its movement. Simulations falter, producing trajectories that deviate inexplicably from expectation. Some researchers suggest hidden propulsion or interaction with unseen interstellar matter. Others speculate on more radical possibilities, a visitor from beyond the known galaxy, or a phenomenon yet unrecognized by modern physics. The data resists simplification, demanding a meticulous analysis that blends mathematical rigor with a willingness to entertain the extraordinary. Beyond calculations, the leak carries a subtler enigma. Amid the telemetry are sequences that seem almost prescient, as though the object's position was known before it occurred. Every captured moment raises questions. Is this evidence of an intelligence guiding its path, or a natural order that simply exceeds human comprehension? The deeper one probes, the more the boundary between science and speculation blurs, and the line between observation and implication becomes indistinct. And then there are the signals. Embedded in electromagnetic readings, faint pulses ripple through the data, with irregular cadence and fractal precision. The patterns suggest purpose. They hint at communication. Within these sequences lies the first true evidence that the mystery is not only about matter in motion, but potentially about intelligence observing from a distance beyond the limits of our perception. The object's most startling feature emerges not in space, but in the signals it emits, patterns that suggest intelligence, intentional or otherwise. Across the silent void, an object hurtles through space at speeds exceeding 78,000 miles per hour, yet its path refuses to conform to known celestial mechanics. Each calculated orbit contradicts the last, shifting with subtle accelerations and decelerations that cannot be explained by gravitational forces alone. Unlike comets, asteroids, or interstellar debris, its movement is neither uniform nor predictable. Spectroscopic analyses reveal an unusual composition, rare metals interwoven with crystalline minerals, surfaces that mimic geological formations while hinting at deliberate construction. It is a paradox in motion, a hybrid of the natural and the engineered, challenging the foundational principles of orbital dynamics. NASA engineers and astrophysicists have plunged into simulation after simulation, attempting to reconcile the anomaly with accepted physics. Models built on Keplerian and Newtonian mechanics fail to converge, producing trajectories that deviate from empirical observations with increasing divergence over time. Some researchers propose the presence of hidden propulsion systems, subtle mechanisms that might exert force in ways invisible to telescopes and sensors. Others entertain the notion of transient interactions with dark matter filaments, or even micro-wormholes creating shifts in space-time itself. Each hypothesis stretches the limits of contemporary science, forcing a reconsideration of assumptions that have guided orbital mechanics for centuries. Telemetry frames reveal further complexity. The object exhibits abrupt course adjustments, minute but consistent as if guided by forces unknown to observers. Particle flux readings fluctuate with irregular periodicity. Thermal signatures oscillate beyond expected models, and spectrographic data displays energy distributions that contradict established physics. Every new layer of analysis uncovers additional variables, each compounding the mystery and deepening the question: are these anomalies evidence of natural phenomena outside our current comprehension, or markers of intelligent intervention? The public gaze, sharpened by the leak of the 3I Atlas file, has transformed this mystery into a collective obsession. The object is no longer a distant dot tracked by telescopes. It is a symbol of the unknown, a puzzle at the boundary between discovery and speculation. Philosophers and scientists alike find themselves asking whether the cosmos may harbor forces or entities that observe, manipulate, or interact with matter in ways humanity has yet to understand. Each observed deviation of trajectory invites new theories, new simulations, and new uncertainties, as if the universe itself is probing the limits of human cognition. And yet, even with unprecedented observation, the most enigmatic readings come not from motion, but from the faint energy pulses it emits, signals that defy natural explanation, hinting at intelligence or processes that lie beyond the grasp of known physics. Across the radio spectrum, a series of faint pulses ripple outward from a point deep within the solar system. Their arrival is irregular, sometimes separated by hours, other times by mere seconds, yet each contains an unmistakable pattern. Some sequences echo the distribution of prime numbers, while others display fractal structures, repeating at multiple scales. These signals are unlike any known natural phenomenon. No pulsar, no solar flare, no cosmic background irregularity can account for the precision or the structure embedded within them. Each waveform is a message, though its meaning remains obscured, a riddle written in the language of energy and mathematics. Scientists at observatories around the globe have pored over the electromagnetic readings with painstaking care. Terrestrial interference is eliminated. Solar activity is catalogued and cross-referenced. Cosmic microwave background noise is subtracted, leaving the anomaly unaltered, raw, and persistent. Advanced AI systems analyze the data for recurring patterns, testing the probability of random alignment versus deliberate encoding. The results are unsettling. Statistical models suggest these pulses are unlikely to be the product of chance. Every iteration of analysis increases the tension. Could this be a deliberate communication originating from a source beyond human understanding? Theoretical speculation spreads rapidly through the scientific community. If artificial, the pulses represent evidence of intelligence, a conscious actor manipulating electromagnetic energy with sophistication far beyond earthly technology. Yet even under the most rigorous scrutiny, the possibility remains that the phenomenon is natural, an interstellar quirk or exotic astrophysical event so rare it has eluded classification. The tension between explanation and mystery grows with each attempt to decode the sequences, stretching both imagination and methodology. The object itself, once considered only a physical anomaly, now seems to carry a message, an imprint of something or someone beyond comprehension. The implications are profound. A deliberate signal from an unknown source would challenge humanity's assumptions about solitude in the cosmos. Every decoded pattern hints at intelligence, yet every unanswered question underscores how little is truly understood. Philosophers and astrophysicists alike are drawn to the edge of speculation, balancing the rigor of mathematics with the awe of encountering the unknown. Each pulse carries both information and uncertainty, a duality that mirrors the broader mystery of the 3I Atlas file. And yet, the most confounding aspect lies not in the signal itself, but in its origin. The coordinates shift unpredictably, defying every orbital model and every predictive algorithm. It is as if the object is aware of observation, adjusting its position with deliberate intention, leaving humanity as both observer and participant in a cosmic dialogue yet to be deciphered. In the dim glow of control rooms and computer screens, data streams collide with conjecture. The 3i Atlas file has unleashed a torrent of hypotheses, each more radical than the last, each demanding a confrontation with the limits of human understanding. Some posit an interstellar probe, launched eons ago by a civilization now extinct, traversing the galaxy with a purpose inscrutable to observers on Earth. Others suggest a natural origin, yet one influenced by forces that defy the standard model. Dark matter filaments bending space-time, quantum gravitational anomalies shifting trajectories, phenomena so subtle they elude even the most sensitive instrumentation. Each theory, while compelling, opens a broader spectrum of uncertainty. NASA scientists, bound by rigorous methodology, tread cautiously through the flood of speculation. Every anomaly is cross-checked, every model stressed against centuries of orbital mechanics, yet the data resists full comprehension. Some frames of telemetry appear almost sentient, as if responding to observation, yet no known physical law accounts for these adjustments. Historical records, often overlooked, hint at prior unexplained encounters, fragmentary observations archived in dusty mission logs, ignored or dismissed at the time. Could 3i Atlas be the latest instance in a sequence stretching across decades, perhaps even centuries? The implications extend far beyond this single object, challenging the very framework with which humanity maps the cosmos. The scientific community grapples not only with anomalies in matter and motion, but also with the interpretive shadows they cast. Conspiracy theories flourish, fueled by selective leaks and public fascination, yet even the most elaborate speculations cannot diminish the factual underpinnings of the file. Infrared scans, spectroscopic data, and trajectory logs all point to something beyond the ordinary, a phenomenon bridging the divide between natural and artificial, between observation and participation. Each anomaly is a reflection of both the cosmos's vastness and the narrowness of human perception, a mirror showing where knowledge ends and mystery begins. In the interplay between evidence and imagination, new patterns emerge. Subtle correlations hint at a deeper order, faint signals linking disparate anomalies across time and space. Some researchers suggest these may form a temporal thread, connecting past events with potential future occurrences, revealing a rhythm of cosmic phenomena that humans are only beginning to sense. The 3i Atlas file is not merely a catalogue of observations. It is a test, a challenge to the imagination, asking whether the universe might be more coherent and more deliberate than conventional models allow. And beneath the data lies a subtle pattern, one that may connect past anomalies with future events, hinting at a timeline humanity cannot yet grasp. The data streams from the 3i Atlas leak pulse across screens in laboratories, observatories and control centers worldwide, each frame a fragment of a universe, suddenly more complex than ever imagined. Beyond orbital charts and spectroscopic readings lies a deeper resonance, questions that reach beyond physics into the nature of life, intelligence, and humanity's place in the cosmos. If the pulses are deliberate, crafted with intention and precision, they shatter the assumption that humanity occupies a solitary vantage in a silent universe. The very notion of cosmic solitude is challenged, and with it, centuries of philosophical and scientific expectation. Yet, even if the object is purely natural, its anomalies remain profound. Its motion, composition, and the faint energy emissions defy conventional understanding, forcing astrophysicists to reconsider the mechanisms that govern planetary systems, stellar neighborhoods, and interstellar matter. Models that once provided predictive certainty now falter under the weight of evidence that stretches the standard model to its limits. Dark matter, quantum gravitational effects, and previously unrecognized astrophysical phenomena are all revisited, tested, and debated, each line of inquiry hinting at a universe more intricate and less deterministic than previously conceived. International space agencies confront practical dilemmas alongside theoretical ones. Disclosure protocols, observational priorities, and potential engagement strategies must be weighed with ethical rigor. Decisions about revealing, concealing, or even interacting with an object that may be intelligent carry implications for not only science but society itself. Futurists, philosophers, and ethicists join physicists in exploring the societal consequences of encountering a phenomenon that challenges anthropocentric assumptions. What does it mean to know, or to suspect, that intelligence exists beyond Earth. The implications ripple through culture, policy, and imagination, compelling humanity to confront profound existential uncertainty. The leak has sparked a renaissance of both research and speculation. Every hypothesis, every simulation, every statistical model is examined, not only for its scientific merit but for the philosophical questions it raises. Are these signals a form of communication, or a cosmic coincidence so improbable it appears deliberate? Each analysis magnifies the tension between empirical observation and the awe of discovery, illustrating a universe that refuses to yield its secrets easily. Humanity, once an isolated observer, now finds itself part of a larger, enigmatic system, both witness and participant in a cosmic tableau that stretches comprehension. As data continues to pour in from telescopes, observatories, and satellite arrays, the ultimate question emerges. Are humans merely observers, cataloging anomalies and measuring motion, or is this encounter the first whisper of a dialogue with the cosmos, a subtle communication reaching across light years, waiting to be understood?